Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is February 13th. It's a Thursday. You know what that means? Monster Strike news. And this is a super edition of Monster Strike news because I am smashing together the news that we got from 2 days ago on Monpa 10th into this video as well. I didn't do it because I needed to go into work the next day. And instantly tomorrow, I mean, I guess today, since it's already past midnight, I actually need to go in earlier than I needed to do on Tuesday. I didn't realize that until late, so I'm gonna try to get this done as fast as I can, even though it is a deluxe edition. So without further ado, let's get going because we'll start with what got announced at Monpa 10th. If you want to skip this and go to today's news, hopefully the timestamp is going to be in the description so you can jump there. But let's go over the gacha monsters. You know that the next collab is going to be Tensura. This is our second venture into this collab, and well, I guess one thing is just we have another Diablo in the game already. Let's see his stats here. I won't go into details here. You can pause, take a look again. And of course, when you want to go into more details, you can watch my follow-up video with the gacha, not the gacha, the collab rundown of Tensura Volume 2. And we'll see all of the nitty-gritty details of all of these characters, which I'm actually, some people might be already dissecting the videos to see the multipliers and how these strike shots will interact. So here you go. Always cool to see high energy circle power aura jiving well with the soul steel. So that's always cool to see with Diablo here. Veldora Tempest will be our second gacha monster here. You can take a look at his stats here. Again, pause the video if you want to take a slower, closer look at these characters. I won't go into further details here. And then Milim, she gets the upgrade from a event monster to being a gacha monster in Volume 2. Note that you can't mix the two up. They are completely separate entities and will not feed luck into each other. But there you go. Obviously, the interesting thing to note is that new marker on the Super Energy Ball. This is the first time we're seeing Energy Ball in the super flavor, so we'll have to see how much of a damage boost that is for her, and the fact that she's balanced will mean she gets that elemental advantage bonus as well, so it will be interesting to see how much of a punch that packs. I would imagine a lot. For 5-star monsters that will be in the gacha, you've got Soka and Ranga in fire and water, respectively. The gacha for this will begin on the 15th of February, and all 10 monsters from Volume 1 and 2 will be obtainable in this gacha. Of course, if you want the newer monsters, you'll get a rate up on those monsters in this gacha. Now, of course, we're talking about Volume 1, so that means those characters will get a bump to the Jushinka Kai level, and let's take a look at them real quick as well. We got Benimaru here in the fire. That's cool. Actually, I have the game up, so maybe I can take a look at them. I don't have the next character, so I won't be able to look it up quickly because I'm on my box. I'm not in the Monster P yet. Maybe I can do that, but let's see. Super anti-damage wall is still there. First killer move to the connect skill. Right position killer stays the same. Super laser stop is still there. Super anti-warp push to the connect skill, and anti-transport wall is still on the gauge. So all he really got was the strike shot turn reducer added. I guess that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what happens sometimes, but we'll have to see if the strike shot gets any difference, because also not all the time the strike shots change much. They kind of stay static for a bunch, but we'll see. I think the hit enemies getting defense down is a bonus. I'm not really sure how his strike shot worked the first time off the top of my head. But next up we have Shion here, and Shion I do not have on my account on main. I think I have it on my alt, but I will need to double check there. But her changes here, let's see, super anti-damage roll, same. Super anti-warp, move to the connect skill. Weak point killer to the connect skill. Strike shot turn reducer still there. Anti-transport wall still there. Oh, it's moved from the gauge to the main, and shield breaker is still there on the gauge. So it looks like she got anti-magic circle and dash added to her, so that's cool for her. And I do believe her strike shot got a nice boost as well. There's a lot more extra details. Like I think she only gave it revealing the weak points. So the rest of that strike shot increases it, increasing effectiveness and attack defense down is I think a bonus, unless of course it was part of the strike shot is itself. And then of course our big winner, and honestly to this day very strong, very usable, top tier monsters for hard stages, Rimuru. He gets the Rimuru Tempest form here, and I mean quite honestly very strong here. His ability is a little bit more unique. There is a bit of a change here, which I actually think is good because now you have the situation where he is going to be good in two different forms. So on the, I guess the bad side is you might need 2 copies minimum to make sure you do that, but switching back and forth isn't as costly as a Shin Jushinka, for example, right? So it's not going to be that bad to go back and forth. But the Minesweeper M is new, as well as the Magic Circle, I believe, right? Yeah, so those two are new abilities on the main. Barrier is always there. Super Laser Stop is still... No, Super Laser Stop is also new. Recovery is there. Soul Steal is there. And then the Super Anti-Gravity Barrier is moved to the Connect skill, and as is the Anti-Transport Wall. But the important the difference to notice here is Wind is gone. Whatever, nobody cares that Wind is gone. But Warp, basically Warp has been changed to... is that it? Yeah, just the Warp got changed into Minesweeper and Magic Circle. So that's a pretty cool difference, right? I guess you traded 1 for 2. If you still need the Warp, you can go back to the old form. If you want Minesweeper M or Anti-Magic Circle, you go to this form. And really, and again, the cost to switch your Jushinka form, not that bad. So I think this should be exciting to see. And looking forward to see what she can do to break things. Requirements, not too bad. 2 non-fiends shouldn't be too difficult. Or 2 non-balances, that might be a little bit more difficult. Speed power-up and of course special attack after done moving. Bump combos, Chase Sphere already strong as it is. Now we get it in the super flavor for the first time. Again, that is going to be insane, I'm sure. So cannot wait to see that in action. Of course, as is always the case, these new forms will have their Transcension Kais unlocked when the collab starts immediately, so get ready to use that right away. And if you want those 3 monsters over the previous ones, you can pull on this gacha instead, which gives these 3 characters the rate ups instead. Do note that these monsters will not have individual rate ups like the Volume 2 monsters will, so please be careful about that. You got good job stamps that you'll get for doing a 10 pull on either volume gacha, and well, enjoy that. Now there was also non-Tensura news. We got regular Monster Strike news, and one exciting one was that the next key will be available on the Uncharted Dunes level 14, which does mean that likely what is going to be the case now is that every 5 floors we're going to get the keys, rather than I was fearing every 10 floors. Which would have taken a long time to get through. So will be interesting to see if there's a different reward that'll come, 5 months times 4, 20 months down the road, right? We'll see. So the next session of the Uncharted Dunes will get you a key, so don't miss out. And if you're falling behind, don't forget that you can catch up by using the skip tickets as long as you finish and opt to take the ticket rather than the scroll. Now, the Jushinka Kais, I'm going to fly through these as well. We got Anderson available. I do believe Anderson is active now, but here is his skill set here. Again, if you want to take a look at this again later, pause it, come back. Next monster, we got Azatoth. She is also should be available right now. Here are her stats as well. I just realized I had the Japanese and English reversed for Inner Strength EL. Interesting, I missed that. But there you go. That is Azatoth set. And of course, Shin Jushinka, we got Raw making her debut. She's the one to fill in the last slot for the light Shin Jushinka. I think now we have all equal amount available here. And yeah, those are her stats here. obviously the assist skill giving just 20% attack boost by getting 200 hits is very interesting. The fact that she has bump combo with the Pierce Homing and Bakuzetsu Blast should make it easier to achieve that result. So getting a 20% attack boost is pretty darn nice, I would assume. Where she's going to excel at, I don't know. I think they were saying flight was added, but we'll see. Yeah, and here's the release dates. Yeah, and like I said, I believe both Azathoth and Anderson should be available for you right now. Raw should be coming around the corner very soon for you to be added. And of course, before the news ended, we got the finale. Pandora's Jushinka Kai was revealed, and boy, that looks really fun. I have not actually been able to use it yet, even though it is active right now. I just haven't had the time to do it. But everything pretty darn strong. Strike shot bump combos are all new. That forbidden box looks insane. The amount of percentage damage you can do, which scales based on the number of enemies on screen, is insane. I think I saw if you have at least 8 monsters hit, you're gonna guarantee to kill the monster after 3 turns. Something like that. It was insane. And remember, Pandora's range for her box is huge. It's basically like almost 180 in front of her, and you're gonna be able to take it down. So very, very, very strong. If you don't have it, well, we'll talk about it in a second. But if you got lucky enough and got her alternate art on New Year's, this is how it looks. I think this looks beautiful. Unfortunately, I did not have a New Year's Pandora in my box, so I'm pretty sad about that. But they did reveal that Pandora will be available at midnight that night, so everybody could use it. And this is your chance to get Pandora if you've missed out. Monster Strike Generations 2017 is available right now until the end of Valentine's Day, Japan time. You also have the opportunity to get that New Year's form of Pandora if that's what you want. Just make sure you keep yourself in check because the Tensura collab is also just about to start as well. And if you missed the stream, they do have a link here available where you can get 1 orb just by logging into the web store. You will need to purchase this orb. It is at 0 yen, but you need to go through the steps of 1, logging in, and then 2, clicking this item that you can get to by using this QR code. Use that. I believe you can also take it from my video as well, and that is how you can do it. You do need to log in first and then go to this QR code, otherwise it'll punch you back to the home screen where you can't get to this. So make sure you log in, then do this QR code. You might have to do QR code, log in, QR code again, and then you can go to the item to get that orb. All right, so now let's get to today. Some of it might be a repeat because I had to do the slides for today as well, but we're on to February 13th. Welcome, it's a Thursday. You know what that means. Let's go. There you go, Tensura number 2. We saw the gacha here, volume 1, volume 2. Good job, Stamps. We talked about the web store here. Remember, the web store gives you a better deal on the orbs than in-app, right? This is because they can get the do the purchasing directly rather than having Apple and Google as their middleman taking a cut of the pie there here. So the orbs you can get from the web store is better than what you can get from in app, and you can see in the red icon is what your savings in terms of how many more orbs you would get than usual. Do note that that 200 orb package is only available in the web app store. All right, Collab paid pack. We got the announcement today that it will be Luminous, another colliding name in the game. Luminous looks pretty good, to be honest, right? Unsurprisingly, she gets Luminous Ray as her bump combo, which is cool to see. But Drain, Anti-Transfer Wall, Minesweeper, Gravity Barrier, pretty good set of skills there. So if you're interested, it's not too expensive. And of course, as usual case, I would say, I don't know, Luminous Ray might make it a little bit more interesting, but it's usually not a must-have. It's a nice to have. And if you like the collab, it's a good get, because not only do you get Luminous there, you also get all these other items, which will be helpful if you are just starting the game. So not a bad purchase at all. And of course, if you missed out the paid pack the first time around, you can get it again. Or even if you got it already, you can get a second one if you really want it. Shuna is available for purchase again. And just like last time, we have another Guardian Beast available. This time we have Raphael available as a Guardian Beast. And to get him unlocked, I don't know, I think it's AI, right? You will need to take on Raisin here. Raisin? I don't know. As is the case with Collab Guardian Beast quest, you will be able to get double drops on those fragments, as well as being able to use Fuero Biscuits so that you can get over this quest as quickly as possible, which is definitely what I love using my biscuits on, because these are always a pain in the butt to farm. Now, what does Raphael do? Well, it's reduction in strike shot turns. For level 1, the monster that is using this ability will have their strike shot turn reduced by 1 turn. At level 10, the range goes all the way up to 8 with a minimum of 4 guaranteed. So anywhere between 4 and 8 turns, that monster's strike shot turn will be reduced. Requirements there is for you to kill 3 enemies in a single turn. 3 or more enemies in a single turn, and you will need to do that feat twice to be able to unlock this skill. Now, for those of you who missed out the Great Sage the first time, Volume 1's Guardian Beast will also be available for you to play as well. Remember, the progress from the last appearance carries over, so you can't try to farm this again, and you wouldn't want to, because warning, Volume 1 version for Great Sage does not feature the 2 times bonus fragment drop. So you are going to play it as usual, which is always a pain in the butt. You should still be able to use the Fuero Biscuit, as if I remember correctly. They didn't say it here, so I think you should be fine. Now, let's look at the event monsters that will be available in this version of the collab. We've got Clayman in the wood, Sada in light, and Edelman in the dark element. For your 4-5-star quest, we've got Glenda and Grigori here in fire and water, respectively. These quests will be available. Check out. Some of them will be available all the time. Some of them will be in the schedule. Check out the calendar when they come on. And if you missed out on these quests the first time, and even if you didn't, remember, these quests will be available in the library, and you should clear them once, because you will get 1 orb for clearing each once again. That is 5 orbs. Don't blink on that. It's easy to forget. I forget a bunch of times as well, but it is something that you should do to make sure to top off your orb count. Now, unsurprisingly, after that was revealed, we got our Cho Kyukyoku event displayed to us, and we've got Hinata here. Love that name, and also that's another collision with existing monsters. So Hinata will be our Cho Kyukyoku quest, and this is a farmable style quest. Everybody gets max luck for the stage, so bring your OP monsters to farm this stage and get her to max luck that way. And of course, it wouldn't be a collab without some missions. And this time we have a mission area here. There will be 3 areas in that mission space, and you will need to clear 4 missions each to clear. You will get some items, you will get some strike shot voices, but most importantly, you will be getting skill points. And these skill points will be able to activate certain skills that will be helpful for you in farming these quests. Now, the missions are already available, hurrah! So let's look at them. I've already translated them for you. Definitely pause this here. Also, if you use any of my other outlets for information, whether it's the Discord channel, whether it's Twitter/X, those missions are either pinned in their respective areas, so you can look at them at any time as well. You can also come back here and pause this video to screenshot it, I guess. Probably a clearer video image on the other areas for you to take a look at. Maybe I'll add a community post as well, so that there's another way to get it for you YouTube only folks. But those are the missions here. I won't go into them one by one. Let me know. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is that the clear and use a strike shot to finish off an Edelman stage it's saying it's 2 skill points, but that sounds really easy to me. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. Makes no sense. But there you go. For the orange stage, do note that do note the difficulty of the stage differs from the first one to the second and third, and that they are the Guardian Beast stages, so don't try and look for them in the event. And yeah, I think those are the missions. Again, feel free to come back to this at any time. Now, while you're clearing the missions, you will get 10 copies of Albus for clearing any of those missions. Every mission, sorry. Each one will get you 10 copies of her. And, well, that's a nice thing to collect for. Collab skills, right? We talked about those skill points, all right? So clear those missions, you'll get skill points. And when you do, you will be able to activate these skills. That gives you a bonus while clearing these collab quests. If you are able to complete all of the missions in an area, that will allow you to evolve this ability. You'll see this yellow button available. You need to click that so that you can evolve the ability to its unique skill version. The unique skill is the same skill, but it reduces the cooldown time before you can use it again, and then increases the time that it is usable for. And I believe the slide next to this will give you all of the details there. But for now, here are the mission rewards. Hopefully you can do some color coordinating there. I should have stolen these icons. Anyways, sorry. But you can see the rewards there, right? Like basically every mission will give you 10 copies of Albin. I already forgot her name. Albus, sorry. And other useful items as well. The right number is your skill point bonuses that I had on the chart as well. And most importantly, like I said, if you clear a set, that allows you to evolve certain skills. So don't miss out on that. Now, collab skills. Here are the 5 collab skills that you can pick up here. First, in blue, you've got the attack bump combo up by 50%. Ooh, and sorry, I didn't translate the individual boxes there, but the left side is going to be the time it's available for, right? Once you click activate, that button we saw earlier, then it will be available for 30 minutes. And then once you use it, you will have to wait 6 hours before you can use it again. Now, once you evolve it into its unique skill, then the time that you need to the time that you can use it for is doubled to 1 hour, and the time you have to wait is reduced to 2 hours. The second skill that you can use in pink is allowing you to start the quest with the strike shot ready guaranteed. This one is only active for 15 minutes, and then the cooldown time is 6 hours. And then when it's upgraded, it will be available for 30 minutes, and then the cooldown time is 2 hours. The next ability in yellow will allow you to increase the damage that you give to the weak point by 50%. This will be active for 30 minutes, and then the cooldown is 6 hours. And then once you evolve it, the skill is active for 1 hour, and then the cooldown goes down to 2. In orange, this is probably the best one. The amount of time that it's usable for is only 15 minutes, but and the cooldown is a whopping 8 hours. Once you evolve it, the active time goes up to 30 minutes, and then the cooldown time is still a long 4 hours. I guess they really don't want you to use that very often. And the last one is the guide is always on. This one will allow you to activate it for 30 minutes and then cool down for 6 hours. Once evolved, it goes to 1 hour active to 2 hours cooldown. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize I did not have those abilities translated on the slide there. And then the last note there is a way to use skill points to allow you to use multiple skills at the same time. That will be a separate way, and probably accounts for the fact why, you know, there are more than enough skill points required to do that. Oh, did I put the same slide twice? I guess I did. Okay, well, there you go. Right, and of course the mission monster as well as the payback monsters will be max lux for the duration of the collab. Make sure you get the mission monster to max luck if you want her to continue being max luck after the collab ends. Login rewards, you'll get a copy of Albin on the first day, and then 2 Tokudamas on day 2 and 4. Monster Strike Day on 20th will get you another Tokudama and soul points. Always nice to have those. And for those of you interested in just an event to watch on YouTube, we've got a battle event going on the 18th of February on the official YouTube channel. And before we go, we have one more Jushin Kakai announced. We got Mjolnir here. She will be unlocked next Tuesday as well. And here are her abilities. Feel free to pause and take a look again if you want. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. And then the calendar here is, yeah, I mean, obviously, it looks like we're going to have the Valentine's Gacha. I don't know why they didn't spend time talking about it at all. It's going to be available for 24 hours on Valentine's Day. So if that's something you want, do that. Do note that there is a special turtle that you can get, and this is used to evolve certain monsters to an alternate form. It is always good to get an alternate form, so that's one way to get around the poison mist attack, right? So if you have not done that to a separate monster, you might want to take a look at that. The friend gacha will have that special Valentine's Day turtle for you to get. And yeah, I think that's all to really note on the calendar. So that's it for me today. Next news will be at the same time as usual, so don't miss out on that. Here are your lucky monsters for the next week. You can see Ramirez is there to cap off the collab set of monsters for, I think, Geld as well, right? So hopefully you have all that. And there we go. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, do consider hitting the like button and consider subscribing as well. Leave a comment as well. I have mostly caught up with comments. I think I still have a few maybe to do, but I am back on track with that. ENGMonst, Twitter/X has all of these slides available, as well as the missions translated for you to look at any time. Discord channel, link to this server is in the description below. Also, we've got a channel dedicated for those translations, and you have a lot of folks who understand the game, like to speak English. I don't like to speak English. Speaks English and like to play the game. It's a good area. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye. And I'm gonna go to sleep soon.